the green and red semifinal in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. 3, 2, 1 countdown bits from K9 watching Tetris. Thank you very much. And again, Brosmans and Arbaro, thanks for your tier 1 subs. On the left side, it is Sidnev, qualifying into our number 3 seed with a qualifier of 5.56 million. That was a 1-hour qualifier. And top score, the high score won, uncapped. And it was a 5.56 million from Sidnev out of the Netherlands with a PB of 7.22 million. That's good for number 7 on the leaderboard. Sidnev making classic Tetris headlines earlier this year, winning her first CTM Masters event championship after so many tries, finishing in the finals. Finally made her first one earlier this year. And all right, kind of a dicey board here for Sidnev. Gets a long bar over for the Tetris to bring this down, and isn't able to fill in that Vitz, but gonna chop this board down. She should be back down to safety. 101 for her, 58,000 for Doug. So as we mentioned, August 2024, Sidnev's first CTM Masters event victory has finished in the finals an additional 6 times, and in the semis an additional 6 times. So this is overall number 20. Is that right? 11 plus 6 is 17 plus 1 plus 1, or 19. So this is the 19th time Sidnev has finished in the semifinals or above. Of course, you know Sidnev as the runner-up in the Classic Tetris World Championship in 2023. And third in the CTWC DAS Tournament 2022. And has finished again in the top 8 in the CTWC in 2022. And has played in a couple of the other ones as well. So that is Sidnev looking for her no-cap November championship. On the right side, it is Doug playing Tetris, a legend of the game, the 2-time CTWC world champion in 2020 and 2021, qualifying in with a 1.57 million into 15th place. 170,000 here for Doug, 208 for Sidnev. And kind of a lower qualifying score than I was expecting, but he apparently had controller issues. So imagine having controller issues and still making it into the top 16 of No Cap November and getting a 1.5 million. Apparently got 4 1.5 million scores during that qualifier with a bad controller. But anyway, yes, qualifying into seed number 15 out of the USA, has a PB of 29.4 million. Which, of course, is first overall. He is the all-time high score leader. As the world record for both level and score. And again, making huge news earlier this year with the first ever gym rebirth. Getting all the way to level 255 and beyond in a game. 305 for Sidnev, 310 for Dog. Dog has 8 CTM wins, including wins in Lone Star and CTM Masters events. Has finished in the finals an additional 5 times, including September 2024 against Scooty, and in the semis an additional 9 times. So overall, this is appearance in the semis number 24 for Dog. So huge. 357 here for Dog, 353 for Sidnev. Thank you very much, Mr. Brain. The $15 super chat says yesterday was Thanksgiving, but today I'm giving thanks for no cap Tetris action. Thanks, Vandy. No. Thank you. All right, 403 for Dog, 383 for Sidnev. And this is No Cap November, and what that means is, well, if you've been watching Classic Tetris, nice little Corian thing there for dog. If you've been watching Classic Tetris over the last couple of years, you know that the level 39 super kill screen, which has become nearly universal in competitive play at the highest levels. 455 transition for Sidnev. 496 here for dog. Okay, yeah, one Tetris away, could get it here. Just waiting on, there's a 5 below. Dog approves of his own 5 below. And there's a skimming at Tetris into 19 for dog at 521, and another one 545. 505 Sidnev. About a 7-line difference. But yeah, so level 39 to become near universal at high level Tetris play. Of course, is an additional speed increase that has been added. Level 39 and above. Well, we have thrown it out the window and we're partying it like it's 2001, and players are enabled and encouraged to play as long as they can. And of course, for fans of deep games, of course, this is like their Easter. 654 here for dog, 643 for Sidnev. So these players can play as far as they can past level 29. And of course, since players have basically unlimited potential to chase down an opponent, you will see that will have some effect in the earlier phases of the game, so they can afford to be a little more conservative if they choose to, if they need to be. They can choose to pass on some tricky situations and just kind of take safer lines. And I think we have seen that. We have seen some lower scoring games like before 29, as players know that they have at least the potential to chase down. And we have seen some spectacular chase downs, particularly from dog. 200,000-300,000 point chase downs are on the table and more. Potentially 849 for dog, 814 for Sidnev. So we'll start on level 18, 130 lines of that, 100 lines of 19 speed, and then we'll hit that 29 final speed increase, and we will go on from there, basically as long as the players can and need to. Tetris Sidnev, 914, 916 for dog. Dog back by 8 lines. And another Tetris for dog. So dog right now with a pace lead. Of course, pace kind of goes out the window during these no cap games. All right, we are getting close to level 29, so players trying to get their boards in order to prepare for the final speed increase, which Sidnev has hit, and Sidnev has the max out at A05. Dog's board not looking great right now. And this is a best of 5, so players will have the full best of 5 experience. And dog is into 29 at a max out as well. So basically 10,000 points and about 10 lines separating these two players. Dog with a slight advantage in that regard. But in a way, you throw that pace out the window. So really just what matters is who's ahead and who's behind. So in terms of pace, all that stuff out the window. And of course, as you get closer and closer to 1,000 lines, being, 10 lines apart, doesn't really matter too much. A46 for Sidnev, set up for a Tetris in column 8, 1 row off the bottom, gets 3 bars right there in quick succession to convert that dirty Tetris. Sidnev, A96, A47 for dog. No skunk rule in effect. I skunked the skunk rule basically. Since we're going to have these semis played separately, there was no danger of these players really burning themselves out with 2, super long games in a row, which is what we're trying to avoid. So instead, we just decided to play them separate. the semis separate from the finals. Oh, kind of an over. I don't know if that was like an overshift there for Sidnev with that S piece, but she's going to bring this down. B49 for Sidnev, A91. Now, we have not had many super deep games so far in no cap. We've had some, kind of deep chase downs needed, but we have not had any super deep, we haven't threatened colors so far, but with these two players, I feel like it's a distinct possibility that we have some bonkers games. And it's just crazy because this speed was the kill screen for like all of Tetris eternity until just a couple years ago. And now players are playing comfortably. Now you can see players are going into this singling and doubling mode. And level 39 here for Sidnev. We'll see. Hopefully that line cap is turned off. And there's always a little bit of like, okay, it is. Great. So into level 40 for Sidnev. And in the, players have been sort of training themselves to play aggressively on this level 29 speed, getting Tetrises. But right now, getting anything but. I mean, they are singling and doubling and basically daring each other to top out so that the other one can, so that they can, then just have an easy chase down. And so really more of a game of just like, I don't know, kind of more concentration and less just kind of instinctual reaction and aggression. Sidnev's board starting to climb a bit. She's going to take it down with a triple. All right, she's bringing it down. Dog actually set up for a Tetris. He's behind right now by 50,000 points. And, I don't know how big of a factor even 50,000 points because, oh, there's a Tetris for Dog. So Dog now back by about 8,000 points. And I don't know, maybe he just wants to play from ahead and kind of put the pressure on his opponent. And that's the other part of it, too. Is like, do you want to play from ahead? Do you want to play from behind? Dog did excellently playing from behind with several chase downs in his previous match. And there's the other factor is it just gets boring to single and double out. So I would not be surprised if players just kind of go for Tetrises here, here and there just to break up the monotony, They've been training themselves to play aggressively on 29 for a couple, years now. And, that's sort of become the default mode for them. And so playing singling and doubling now, that's maybe, in a way, brings its own difficulties. D76 for Dog, EO4 for Sidnev. We're into level 49 for Sidnev, 48 for Dog. Sidnev actually set up for a Tetris down the middle and gets it, and thank God she did because that left side would have become inaccessible if she hadn't gotten that Tetris. E96 for Sidnev, E11 for Dog. And you can see right there, taking that safe triple instead of setting up for a Tetris that even, brings his board like 5 high on that right side. So, taking the easy triple when he can, and then just giving, taking Tetrises when they're sort of fed to him. E63 for Dog, F59 for Sidnev. So Sidnev up by about 92,000 points. And oh my word, this is what you no cap fans are after. This is what you want. All right, F06. Now we do have a rollover counter that we will add here as players roll over so we can keep track of how many rollovers they've got. Now, hopefully they don't get more than 5 because I didn't make more than 5. I was a little short-sighted, but we'll see how it goes. I know we might roll over the rollover counter. That would be. we'll need to enlist you in chat. Will need to help us out. So Sidnev has a rollover. All right, Dog trying to bring his stack back down. He's fighting it down with that T there. And Sidnev all the way back down to the bottom. Basically 1.7 million. Oh, that left side for Dog is going to be a problem. Dog's got to roll over now. And that left side is gonna kill Dog here, and Dog has topped out. Sidnev is good in game number 1 with a 1.7 million into level 60 and level 57 for these two players. So Sidnev is good. You can top out. I know it'll kill your brain. This is melting people's brains. All right, let's get these players underway. Sidnev up 1-0 over Dog here in No Cap November semifinal number 2. Let's go 3-2-1 Tetris. So a level 60 and a level 57 for these two players in game 1, No Cap November. Sidnev with a level 149 PB in terms of level. And Dog with a 255. So all the way to level 255 and loop back around to level 91. That right side for Sidnev could be a problem, but no, she's going to bring this back down. All right, a couple of pieces here. Looks like Sidnev taking care of it. All right, snaking that around, getting a single. And yeah, just trying to bring this stack down. Not looking to like tap those pieces back over and set up any crazy, Tetris. Although she does have a Tetris set up now. But yeah, that was a little bit of a scary moment. Or 41,000 here for Sidnev. She's trying to work this back down. Dog with a Tetris 137. All right, she's uncovered the well again. Looking for a well-timed long bar. All right, she's chopping it down. There's the bar, and now we are back down to safety and at least feeling like the game isn't going to die in, any given moment. Yeah, very scary. But anyway, yeah, Sidnev with a 149 level PB, Dog with that 255 rebirth plus 91, which is technically plus 92 levels because 0 is a level. So Dog, of course, with the both players, of course, with colors. Dog with the game crash. The game crash happens earliest at level 155. So Sidnev just about 6 levels short of that. Who knows? Maybe we could see it in competition. I would not be surprised. 218 here for Dog, 114 for Sidnev. While we've got a chance, I want to thank some of our contributors to our prize pool. Going back from the most recent, Arbaro with the 2536, Troy Dan with the 11809. Thank you so much, Troy Dan. That got us to 1600 even. Ping Minus with the 25, Suds with the 6660, Magic Monkey God with the $100 contribution. Thank you so much. 205 here for Sidnev, 287 for Dog. Ronkley with the $25. Abby Normal 10. Thank you very much. Zella Zowie with the 642. And a bunch of people doing the coupons. All right, let's skip past these coupons, but thank you to those of you who did them. Hilbert Space with the $100 contribution. Thank you very much for that. Arbaro with another 25 says tnp.tetris.lol. And $1,000 from Scott Gray. Thank you, Scott Gray. Really appreciate that. Huge, huge, huge supporter of the classic Tetris scene. 340 here for Dog. He's going to get a Tetris 363. Sidnev gets a Tetris 286. Thanks, Zelazawi, for 1111. Adam Irish, 2011. Joe, a.k.a. R75, gets in there with a 10. Game Scout, 3227. Mr. Brain 20 Whoops with a 5, and Rogue Potato Baduk with a 1234. So thank you to everybody who's contributed to the prize pool so far. Really appreciate that. $421 for Dog, $377 for Sidnev. If you want to drop a heart in chat for everybody who has contributed to the prize pool, that would be a nice thing to do. $467 for Dog, $400 for Sidnev. All right, Doug, filling in the board, getting a Tetris 515. We're just about 5 lines away from that. 19 speed transition. Sidnev built up with a lot of lines on that left side, a lot of long bars on that left. And Sidnev will be the first one into 19 at 471. Adds on another Tetris 495. Dog is in at 562. So about a 90,000 point lead at the transition mark. Zelazawi with the $25 contribution. Thank you very much. What's the Purple Heart context? We're just giving a heart to people who contributed to the prize pool. All right, Tetris for Sidnev, 578, 615 for Dog. Game number one went all the way to level 60 and 57. I really would not be surprised to see at least one game go super deep between these two. I mean, if any match is going to, that is, this is the one, although everybody in the semis has colors at least. Thank you, Dias Allure, for the contribution to the prize pool of 533. Appreciate that. Gets us up to 1655.69. There's a S-spin for Sidnev. Getting this board back in order, getting a Tetris 688. Dog at 759. There is a Tetris. This is a full best of 5 in contrast to rounds 1 and 2, which were best of 3. Because we did, basically each player had to play potentially 2 matches in those broadcasts. Didn't want to overtax them, but now, yeah, we'll tax them. Why not? Tetris Dog, 850, 754 for Sidnev. All right, 989 for Dog, just one away from the max out. 892 for Sidnev. There's a Tetris 926. Dog with some traffic on the board, looking to bring this down. In anticipation of that level 29 speed increase. This board is a little messy here for Dog. I'm sure he'd love to have this be a little less messy as we head into 29. You can see Dog shaking his head here. Sidnev is into 29 with the max out. Now Sidnev trying to fill in the middle of that board. Dog has transitioned in A14. And oh no, this is going to be really tough to survive. And that's going to be a top up for Dog at A14 on level 29. And Sidnev is good in game number 2. So Dog with a top out, just complicated his board on level 27 and could just never get it together. And you can see on 28, he was like, all right, I think I can get this down, but then just kind of got RNG'd a little bit and just never could bring that board down. Let's get them counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Rowan V asks, when is Meme versus Scooty? That's going to be on Sunday. Basically 48 hours from this very moment. So Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, we decided to tank the skunk rule because when we came up with the skunk rule, the idea was that semis and finals would be played during the same broadcast. But since we're going to do them separately, that gave us the latitude to do the regular best of 5 matches, and players that I asked reacted positively to that. So it's not, they wanted it. Or at least the ones I asked. I didn't ask all 4, but people were like, oh yeah, we definitely want that. I'm like, okay. Of course, I'm sure Sidnev wishes there was a skunk rule right now, up 2 games to none. All right, there's the 5 below for Dog. Love to see it. 94,000 for him. 100,000 for Sidnev. So yeah, we did away with that skunk rule. What if we do predictions for every game? Oh, true. You guys are degenerates. You want to gamble points on every game. It's not enough action for y'all. All right, there's a couple Tetrises here for Dog. 164, 147 for Sidnev. So yeah, 48 hours from now, we will have Scooty and Meme. That's on December 1st at 2 p.m. Central Time. Which, let me do my international math there. Is that 2,000 UTC? I think that's 2,000 UTC. Pumpy says, I need a reverse sweep to hit my parlay. Oh my God. I hope people are not gambling on classic Tetris. Like real anything. 239 for Dog, 226 for Sidnev. Well, maybe $5 little things here and there, but nothing serious. Tetris Dog 308, 235 for Sidnev. Put it all on red bracket. That's funny. Tetris Sidnev 327, 355 for Dog. 442 Sidnev, 492 for Dog as we cross the 100 line mark here in game number 3. These players have met in a final in CTM in 2023. Dog winning that one 3-0. And that was the only time, as far as I can tell, it was the only time they met in the finals. .563 transition for Sidnev, 614 for Dog. Tetris, Sidnev, 613. Tetris, Dog, 666, 520. With another Tetris, Dog, 691. All right, Dog having to make a little bit of a gap here. Did Fractal qualify this month? No, I think Fractal taking a break from, kind of non-DAS events. Or maybe from all events. 728 Dogs, kind of similar to Andy. All right, good adjustments here for Dog. Long bar down Tetris, 760, 755 for Sidnev, so we're super close. And what we're looking now is just, what is their level 29 transition going to be? Are they going to have good boards going into transition? Long bar down Tetris, Sidnev, set up for another one here in column 4. Biggie Mac with the tier 1 sub, 42 months, says, let's go Sidnev. So Sidnev's got fans here in chat. Another long bar, column 4. So Sidnev kind of playing column 4 Tetris. With a 3-wide well on that left side and a 6-wide well on that right side. But going to transition back to a traditional right side well. All right, nice little bridge burn there for Dog. 909 for him, 862 for Sidnev. Dog with that S flat to the right. That's going to leave him with a couple of long bar holes here that he's going to have to deal with. All right, he's trying to bring it down. This is going to allow Sidnev sort of back in. So Dog had built up a little bit of a lead. And now Sidnev in the lead. With another Tetris here, 983 into level 28. Really, the most important thing here is just survive 29 with a good stack. Get into 29 with a good stack. Dog was not able to do that last time. We'll see if he can do it this time. Sidnev with a good-looking board here. Long bar down Tetris into 29 at A54. Dog is in at 983. All right, Dog's got the max out here on 30. So there'll be no additional speed increases. This is terminal velocity for this tournament. BO2 for Sidnev, A29 for Dog. So it's interesting to see how these players kind of want to play it. You know, we've seen in previous matches in this tournament, one player will want to kind of go up a little bit, put some pressure on the opponent, maybe start playing for Tetrises a little bit. Other times players just go into singling and doubling mode. B64 here for Sidnev. So Sidnev putting up a little bit of a lead over Dog here by over 100,000 points. The Dog's board getting a little bit high here, but he's going to kind of fling in an S piece here. And he's got a good looking board. Long bar down Tetris, Dog B22. All right, that right side is build up for Sidnev. She's going to look to sort of bring this down, building out that left. Give material to burn against. All right, that board's starting to climb a little bit for Sidnev. She's going to get a split triple. Dog B46, Sidnev C18. Anpu says, I will never not be impressed by 29 spins. Yeah, I mean, for real. Long bar into a Tetris well for Dog C01. He's back by now 32,000 points from Sidnev. He's trying to keep that well open. And he's going to bring it down with a triple. Just didn't have a chance to get a well-timed bar. It actually reestablishes that well and has to bring it down again. So getting a little bit droughted here for Dog as he looks for a Tetris. And now he's just going to bring it all the way back down. There was an attempt, and he just couldn't get there. C64, C71 for Sidnev, both players with low, clean boards. See Dog flinging long bars all the way to the left. That's something players will do to ensure that they don't have to do as many 5 taps, right? So they can try to safely get bars over to that left side with just 4 taps. Sometimes players, probably most of their mistaps, are when they try to go for 5. It's the trickiest one because you've either got to reuse a finger or come back with a thumb, or depending on how the player does their rolling. D11 here for Dog, D25 for Sidnev. Nice flat play here from Dog. Just 12,000 points behind. The players' lines are exactly the same. Into level 44 for both players. And just about to exit into level 45. Dog is there. Sidnev trying to bring this board back down a little bit. Oh, that right side for Sidnev. So this is going to require some cleanup here. Dog at D66. Sidnev gets that long bar all the way to the left, but this board is probably going to do it here for Sidnev, and Dog is good at 77,800, or D77,800. So Dog is good in that one. Level 46 for both of these players. Dog going to force a game number 4 right now. Dog needs to win to force a deciding game 5 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. No, that's a good. No, I'm saying that is a good album. Her stuff, she's very catchy. There's no shame. You can like what you like. I mean, I know that one song. That's all I really know. And it's an infectious pop tune. And it was always on at the gym, and I would, listen to it all the time. Yeah, my memory of that song is when the second time I was a vandweller was in 2012. And, you go to the gym so you can shower. And, of course, you're at the gym, you may as well work out a bit. So it was on all the time. And so I have it in my head. Guafi with a 6-month gift subscription courtesy of K9 watching Tetris. Amazing. Thank you, K9, for having gifted Guafi a 6-month subscription. So it was that. It was the Carly Rae Jepsen album, and then it was that... At that time, it would have been like 2012, 2013, something like that. And it would have been Natasha Bedingfield, I think. That was the other song that was like at the gym all the time, that Unwritten. So that was at the gym. That was like they just played it on a loop at the gym. 192 for Dog, 134 for Sidnev. Tetris for Dog, Tetris for Sidnev. Do I have vinyl? Yeah, I have some. I don't have a lot, but I have I think 3, like if you have one of those IKEA cubes, you know, those whatever they're called, Kallax cubes where we keep our vinyl. I think I have 3 cubes of it. It's 2 or 3 cubes of it. I don't have a lot. Sue has a lot. 267 for Dog, 273 for Sidnev. All right, Dog with a Tetris 312, 296 for Sidnev. Sidnev looking to wrap this one right now. Dog down 2-1. Will need to win this one to force a decider. In fact, vinyl-wise, we woke up early this morning. That's why we're up at 4. I woke up at 4:50 a.m. my time. Of course, today is what's called Black Friday in the United States. The day after Thanksgiving is a huge shopping day. And if you're a record person, like a vinyl record person, of course, it's the Record Store Day organization also has a Black Friday sale. So we were in line waiting at 5:20 in the morning at Waterloo Records in downtown Austin. Looking to pick up a couple of rare things. These are all Sue's stuff, not my stuff this time. 432 for Dog, 394 for Sidnev. And then we got the ritual is we go to the Black Friday Record Store Day thing, get up super early, wait out in the cold, then we go get the Christmas tree. So we got so I've already done a lot today. 479 for Dog, 443 for Sidnev. Tetris Dog, 547. 489 for Sidnev. Tetris Dog, 594, 512 for Sidnev. There's another Tetris Sidnev, 535. Sidnev into 19 at 583. And Dog into 19 at 642. So a huge pace going into 19 for Dog, and a pretty good one for Sidnev as well. There's a Tetris Sidnev, 633, 668 for Dog. Of course, if you're in the United States, a lot of you had Thanksgiving yesterday. I made the mashed potatoes. And I don't think anyone's listening, but my mashed potatoes were the best thing there. They were good. I will toot my own horn. $6.93 for Sidnev, $7.50 for Dog. Oh, of course I made it from scratch. Diasalor, of course. Tetris Dog, 814, $7.60 for Sidnev. Tetris Sidnev, $7.93, $8.51 for Dog. Level 24, now level 25 here for Sidnev. That level 25 palette, I feel like everything is that color now, like in the world. Like if you go to Target and you buy like cookware, it's all like these. Maybe less so as, you know, as Dog side of things. Like maybe Sidnev's capture is a little more closer to it, but I feel like everything is that palette now. $9.87 for Dog, $9.67 for Sidnev. All right, Sidnev trying to bring this board down. Tricky here. And we're just about 12 lines away now, 10 lines away on Sidnev's side from that 29. Just going to look to bring this down. There's 3 lines to go here. Trying to uncover that right side. Long bar in Tetris Sidnev, A29. So should now have a workable board post 29. Needs to get something over to that right side and does. Okay, she's got to work to bring this down. Dog on the right side. He's got the max out. There's a Tetris. He's into 29 at A81. Sidnev's board starting to climb a little bit. And no, it's going to be a top out at A49. His Dog is good in game number 4. So, Dog, you are good and you have tied it up. So let us get them started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Ay. I can't take the drama. You know, I'm not somebody who enjoys drama. I don't like suspense. This is killing me, right? If I'm watching a suspenseful movie, I will literally sit there and look up the plot just to make sure that I'm prepared for what's going to happen. Unfortunately, that is not possible here in Classic Tetris Monthly. They don't give me the script in advance. They like to pretend that it's, you know, that it's not been scripted. So they keep me in the dark so that I maintain my enthusiasm. Little inside baseball there. 25,000 here for Sidnev as we get underway. 26 for Dog. Tetromania. I can never say your name. Nia says, I will always read the Wikipedia page of a movie before I see it in the theater. I won't always do it, but if I'm starting to get certain uncomfortable feelings, I will like look ahead, and I just don't want anything to happen to a dog. Like that's the most important thing. Like there used to be a website. I don't know if it still exists. It was called Does the Dog Die? I can't take. I will not watch a movie if something happens there, and I'll resent that movie for the rest of my life if something happens. I can't stand that. I don't know if that website's still around. 140 for Dog, 102 for Sidnev. Oh, Frodo Dodo. It's pretty funny. All right, Tetris Sidnev, 152, 188 from Dog. Canine watching Tetris. Cheers 1,000 bits says, don't die, dog. All right, I think we can all agree. Thank you for the bits, K9. 212 for dog, 197 for Sidnev. I'm trying to get better at just being okay with the suspense, but it's hard. It's a challenge. You gotta try to grow as a person. 239 for dog, 221 for Sidnev. All right, there we go. Just gonna find a tuck for that J here. Nice, good board for Sidnev right now. Dog gonna uncover as well. Longbar Tetris Sidnev, so nothing really fits in there. Maybe a square and then a... All right, so that's just going to cause a gap. She's going to have to go to work to deal with that. Dog, it's got the 294. Clean board here. All right, Sidnev going to clean up quickly. Dog, Tetris ready. I love long bar placements like that in the middle, where they're just kind of like sticking out, like not up against anything. For some reason, I like that. 339 dog, 286 Sidnev. No skunk rule bacon. We are way past the skunk rule. We decided not to do it. I decided not to do it. Consulted with a couple players here, and the overwhelmingly emotion was, yeah, let's not do it. I'm like, okay. It was just a fear on my part that, that we'd have like a 10-hour stream or something. I don't know. But since we're just playing this one match and not playing another one immediately after, I figured it was safe. I just don't want... I don't want to end up in a situation where, players are playing for like 5-6 hours or something like that and harming themselves, 407 for Sidnev, Tetris for dog, 458. Or just, the kind of the quality breaks down, right? That's the other thing you don't want. Tetris dog, 482, 430 for Sidnev. There's a Tetris. And another Tetris for Sidnev, 476, 484 for dog. Steel CE says maybe there should be a skunk rule in live tournaments before like the semis. Possibly. I don't know. It's something I just made up. It sounded good at the time, and then I was like, maybe this isn't needed. So anybody who wants to use it, feel free. But definitely at live tournaments, I think at CTWC this year, at least at the Jonas Cup anyway. I wasn't at CTWC, the main championship. But I feel like at Jonas Cup, the day was very long, so... anything they can do to figure out how to make that day less long. All right, 594 for Sidnev at 138, so deep into 19. 589 for dog. We are super close in lines and score. You invented skunk rule like you thought of it and named it. Well, I thought of the Tetris, or at least the version for our tournament. Skunk rule is a thing in... backgammon, but completely different. No, not in... is it in backgammon? No, it's in cribbage. It's in cribbage, not in backgammon. But there might be one in backgammon as well. It's definitely in cribbage. 701 for Sidnev, 673 for... no, it's not Quidditch. That's cribbage. It's a game that old people play. All right, Sidnev gets a much-needed long bar here for a Tetris 731. There's a long bar down for dog for a Tetris. All right, getting up a little bit high on the board. Long bar over. Tetris, Sidnev 765. Cribbage is a fun game, by the way. If you want to play a card game, maybe a lot of people haven't played of a younger generation. It's a really fun game. Sidnev 860, 801 for Dog. Tetris Sidnev 894, 831 for Dog. So Sidnev up by right now about 32,000 points. It's about a Tetris. There's another Tetris Sidnev 960. Dog taking a skim here. Another one and a Tetris 903. There's one Sidnev. Tetris Dog. Sidnev's got the max out A28. There's another Tetris A62. There's a Tetris Dog now with the max out. Dog now into level 28. We're just about 5 lines away from that 29 speed increase. Nice adjustment there for Sidnev. Gets a Tetris into 29 at B71. Dog with the A75. One more Tetris available. And it's all going to come down to what happens here. 29 plus. There's a Tetris for Dog. B47. B82 for Sidnev. We'll see how these players handle this. It's basically one game. Whoever wins this game goes to the finals. If they're just going to go right into singling mode. How are they going to handle it? Dog back by about 45,000 points. All right, Sidnev bringing this board down. Dog bringing his board down. Long bar over. Force Sidnev on that left side to bring it down. Yeah, lots of little holes there on Sidnev's board, but he's bringing him down. A nice long bar for that column 8 gap there. B93 for Dog. Sidnev with a lead of about 40,000, and good cleanup from Sidnev. It's even singling and doubling, right? But forget going for Tetrises and aggression and all that stuff. Even singling and doubling, and able to just stay consistent here. It's just so impressive. It just doesn't look real. But it is. Sidnev actually set up for a Tetris. And now kind of in a bad spot here. Gets the Tetris. Now he's going to have to bring this down. D28. And that left side might not be accessible for Sidnev. So Dog has a chase down of D29. He's at C81 right now. Dog with a chase down of D29 for a spot in the finals. And it's all up to him now. Long bar over Tetris D36, and that is going to do it. Dog is going to complete a reverse sweep here in the semifinal number 2. It wasn't looking good for him. Sidnev was up, really just dominating that, but Dog comes roaring back with 3 in a row to move on to the finals. Oh my word. And there is Dog thumbing up there. What a match. Oh my word. So that is it. So we will go ahead and report the results of this to the Tetris authorities. And of course, thank both of our players. They did an amazing job. And what a great match. You always want a decider. However it's going to go. I always root for deciders. And yeah, great matches from both of these players. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. And I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.